Welcome back. All right, so news of the day video for all you fine people on the internet for your Monday, November the 20th. Only a week and a half until December. Man. All right, the year's just flying by. So Calvin Pickard is set to get the start tonight. It's his first start for the Edmonton Oilers since he was called up when Jack Campbell got sent down. So I'm hoping Pickard has a good night. We're in Oilers for this video because I figure, you know what? Pickard goes out. And I don't care about him winning or losing necessarily, just I like to see him have a good night. I like Calvin Pickard. I have since he was with the Avs. So we'll see how tonight goes for him. Harvey Pinard has been placed on IR by the Montreal Canadiens. It looks like he won't head out to California on the road trip with the team. Jack Guy won't play in California either. They have called up Jason Struble, defenseman, in order to fill the void for now. Losing Jack Guy is huge. For Montreal. Harvey Pinard as well. I like Harvey Pinard's compete level. And Jack Guy, he's got a good shot. He can hit. Good skater. There's a little bit of everything there with Jack Guy. Hopefully they're not out for very long, but it looks like they won't be playing in California. Gabe Vilardi, full participant in practice, although still wearing a non-contact jersey, so he's close-ish. Still not taking contact, though. Winnipeg Jets, of course, doing quite well right now. And, with Vilardi close to returning, that'd be great news for them as well. He did start the season on their first line, so we'll see where he slots in when he does return to the lineup. New Jersey news, so Nico Hischier's on ice for practice. Lindy Ruff, when asked, said there's no timeline for his return as of yet. They're just glad to have him back in practice. While Timo Meier is not skating yet. Amanda Stein reporting that Meier isn't skating yet, so he's further out than Nico Hischier. New Jersey's been dealing with a lot of injuries lately. We'll see how things go for them in their next game and as we get through American Thanksgiving and all that, right? Because, of course, on American Thanksgiving, I have to do a video looking at the standings, who's in the playoffs, who's not in the playoffs, and yada, yada, yada. And I'll probably look at the standings from previous seasons as well, because that's what we do, right? American Thanksgiving and all that. So we'll see if the Devils are healthier once that's come to pass. So the Columbus Blue Jackets are on the board yet again. So they host Chicago on Wednesday. That's going to be an interesting game because Chicago, of course, is struggling as well. They're looking to snap that 9-game winless skid. If they go winless in 10, that's where I jump in with a video. Because if it's a 10-game winning streak or a 10-game losing streak / winless streak, I do videos for that. But it's interesting because, to me, the whole Line conversation, Pascal Vincent, the coach, saying nobody is bigger than the Blue Jackets. Basically, like, anybody can be benched. Anybody can find themselves in this situation if I don't feel they're working hard enough. But, well, they've been trying Line down the middle. Why don't they put him back on the wing? Honest question. Like, we know Line can play really well on the wing, and I don't see any point necessarily in having him playing in the middle, which he hasn't done at the National Hockey League level. I understand there's players who may have played center in junior and play wing in the NHL, but playing center in the NHL is completely different. You have a lot more responsibility on the ice than the winger does, and maybe it just doesn't suit Line. I've seen a lot of Columbus fans not necessarily happy with the way things are going with the new coach behind the bench. A coach who is saying if we stick to this, things will turn around. We just have to believe. But how much longer does this go before something has to happen, right? Again, back in the day when I started out watching hockey, there would have been trades made already by Columbus. You would have seen at least 2 or 3 of them done by now, just to try to change things up and turn things around. In this salary cap era of the flat cap, it's a lot more difficult to do that. So Columbus, the solution's going to have to come from within, and I don't know how it helps with Line being scratched. I get it. I totally get it, but at the same time, did it help their team last night? Not really, no. This is a team that has been in games that they should win, and they've found ways not to. So that'll be part of if we get to the 10-game winless streak. I'll take a look and see how many of those games were A, winnable, or B, according to Money Puck, they probably should have won them. So the deserved to win-o-meter, which is always interesting to look at with situations like with what Columbus is going through. So out in Boston, Milan Lucic is going to be arraigned tomorrow for assault and battery against a family or household member. Again, my thoughts with whoever this involved and anybody in that household. And Lucic is again on leave. It's indefinite leave. The NHL has not said anything that I've seen publicly yet. Could they? Absolutely, they could, but nothing's come out as of yet. It is going to be interesting to see if the National Hockey League does anything with this, or if it just goes through the courts and it's an indefinite leave from the Bruins, or what happens there. But Lucic probably isn't going to be in the lineup anytime soon, regardless. Let me know your thoughts. Jaro Halak has been released from his professional tryout by Carolina. The Carolina Hurricanes, of course, had him there, probably in part because of Freddie Anderson's injury. Maybe this is a situation where they realize, we're good with what we have, and they've released Halak. Halak, of course, 38 years of age, would like to get a job in the NHL, but even for goalies, you can reach the point where GMs decide to go with a different option, a younger option, a different player. So hopefully Halak finds a landing spot soon. So I keep seeing a lot about the upcoming paydays for Nylander and for Pettersson, and both of them above $10 million. It's going to be a very interesting run-up to the UFA market in July, as well as seeing what the restricted free agents get, because GMs are likely going to be putting these contracts out there, assuming that the salary cap's going to go up by a lot. And there's been talk of the salary cap going up by $4 million next summer, and then over 3 years it could go up by as much as $12-13 million or more. So with the salary cap going through the roof, I would totally understand why GMs are signing guys with that idea that, what's a $10 million contract now would be the equivalent of $8 million kind of thing, right? But the assumption the cap's just going to keep going up. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And so we'll see. But there's going to be some big paydays. Let me know your thoughts, though. How much is Nylander worth right now? Because now I'm suddenly seeing $11 million. Maybe $12 million. And I'm seeing $11 million, maybe $12 million for Pettersson, too. There is no pressure on either player to sign anything, because the longer that this goes on, the higher their asking price is going to get. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.